Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Midday Market. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest. Glad to be here. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. If you can hear me, by all means, please respond in the chat, preferably with VV Nation, and let me know that I am coming across loud and clear today. I'm getting a text from my kid. Hold on a second. I think I'm going to try to attempt to catch one tonight. All right. My child is here for her Air Force drills this weekend, and she lives in Texas, and she couldn't get a flight to go back home, so poor kid. But she gets to spend another day at home with us. But when she goes back, she's going to try to catch a flight tonight, so we'll see. This is more like it. It's Monday, and it's midday. Yes, it is, Mark. It is. So I'm seeing the people coming in, letting me know that they're hearing me loud and clear. Today is going to be an interesting day. I decided to take a little twist on the midday market to put more emphasis on what's going on from the Fed, and dive into that just a little bit. And then we're going to transition over to some news that's moving the market. And then we're going to hone in today on industries. All right. I think that with the current market's condition, I think the best way to make money is to be on the right side of industries that are on the rise. So we're going to do that today. We're going to talk a lot about that. Let's try to get 300 people in the room. The only way that's going to happen is if you guys, Mark, I need you to share this. I need you to go outside and knock on doors in Florida right now. I need you to go outside, knock on doors, and tell people to tune in to today's webcast. All right. Oil is on the move again. Yes, it is. Lifestyle coach. And I just picked up some WTI today. The OPEC news of cutting back is definitely moving oil today. Skyliners is back. Yes. My wife asked, how am I doing? I'm live right now. Just let my wife know. My wife and my daughter are texting me. I love them to death, but they're texting me right as I'm doing a live stream. All right, Mark says he's going out there right now. He's going to start knocking on doors. That's right. I need you guys to share this live stream with people on your social circles. Time for a high and tight. Yeah, I got to get my hair cut. Joey keeps telling me I really do need. I'm trying to get some waves in my hair until then. All right. So I know that you didn't come here to look at my waves. You didn't come here to look at my waves. I did put out a little bit of a short this morning about SVB collapse. All right, go check that out. And there's going to be another video coming out after the live stream talking about the state of banks right now. Go check out those videos. They're on our YouTube channel. Go check them out. Very interesting. A lot of people are not talking about this news. So I just want you to be informed. I just need you guys to be informed. Go check them out. All right. As you can see, the market is mixed today. All right. The NASDAQ is a loser today. The Dow is up, looks like about 0.7%. So the Dow stocks are moving. The VectorVest composite is down. The S&P is moving up. NASDAQ is moving down. Let's go look as that translates into what the move of the market looks like today, right? So here we are. I am looking at our day trading timing signal. So my wife says, washy. Really, wife? As I look at our day trading timing signal, the market's starting to bounce back up. Now, as we went live, sitting at about 11:15, about 45 minutes ago, market found a little bit of a bottom, a little bit of level of support. And look at that run. I'm not going to be anywhere near any of this right now. I mean, now short term as a day trader, could I take advantage of this move? Absolutely I could. But when I'm looking for some confirmation throughout the day or as the day ends, I really want to see us break above this level of the session high. That's not what I wanted to do. Put that back there. Of the session high, right at the level of about 56.87. All right, but I do like the move. I do like and Tom is right. Typical Monday move, depending on what's going on with the VIX today. I still think it's below 20, so I think there's a lot more greed in the market than fear. But I do like the move. If you're a day trader, I would play this as it falls into place. If I am a more swing trader-ish. I'm not feeling this just quite yet. I need more confirmation before I start to make any moves. So intraday, that's what we look like. Let's go put this on a 3-month graph. Looks like we were up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row. Today, we stopped right at the level of resistance, sitting at 56.87. Look at a little pullback, a little bit of a red candle, not anything to jump up and down and go, oh my gosh, Katie barred the doors. Nothing there. Mark says, VV Nation, hello from Florida. Welcome, Mark. Glad to have you here. How many people we got? 190. I'm trying to get us to 300, folks. I need you guys to help me. Trying to get us up to 300. All right. So as I look at the market, a little bit of a pullback day. The 3 and the 8 are still solid on the market. If you're still in stocks long right now, today's not a day to panic. All right. Today is not a day of panic. Make sure your stops are good and good on the stocks that you own. But if I'm looking even from a 3-month view, 3 and 8 still solid. The price of the composite still above the 3, so I'm all right. Iram, hello from Chicago. Good afternoon. Glad to have you here. Daniel says, yeah, hippie. Did you just call me a hippie because of my hair? Sigh. I need to get, oh, I'm a hippie. Peace and love. Peace and love. All right, that's my hippie-ish right there. That's all the hippie-ish I know. I do know HR puffing stuff. That's back in the hippie days, too. I don't know what stuff they was puffing, but it was a children's cartoon, and they was puffing stuff. HR was puffing stuff. All right. Sorry, Badger says, sorry I'm tardy. I'll start in timeout. I need to refill my Cafe Bustelo anyway. I know I don't have a timeout on YouTube. I pretty much have timeout in Jockey Club. Long-haired hippie radical. Wow, Roger. Roger, you're getting ready to now go into, I'm putting you in timeout. All right, Maria says, hi, Glenn, happy to be with you. Glad to have you guys here. April is usually bullish. You know something? On the Jockey Club this week, somebody have me read the almanac because I'm interested to know what April is going to look like for this month. All right, for this year. So here's where we stand. Let's go see what news is moving the market. And again, today, I wanted to start off with some commentary on the state of the market. I think that people believe, that there's some hopium in the market. The market wants to move up. As you saw on the graph on the VectorVest composite, the market was up for 6 days in a row after finding a level of support. Also, the market was starting to look for a bottom anyway. But notice that we never really had a blast off phase from that level of the market looking for a bottom. And the reason why I think that is, I think that people for the most part understand that with the rising interest rates, that the economy is still under some pressure. By saying that, the market still, in my view, has a lot more downside than upside. I think the downside outweighs the upside risk. All right. Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no? Joey, put a poll in the room. Do you think the market has more upside than downside? Has more downside than upside? Yes or no? All right. Does the market have more downside than upside? Yes or no? Marie, Joey's going to put a poll in the room. Answer it from the poll. All right. Answer it from the poll. Joey, are you here to put the poll? I don't see your mouse moving. Sigh. He stepped away. He does that so much. He steps away. But I'll ask him to put the poll up. And again, you guys are answering in the room. There it is. He takes so long to do stuff. That's his problem. Dang, he takes so long to do stuff. And then he doesn't talk to me to let me know that he's doing it. All right. Anyway, so that is on monetary policy. With inflation still well above the federal open markets, the FOMC, 2% objective, and with the labor market conditions remaining tight, the committee continued to swiftly raise, and this is back on March, the March raise. The committee indicated, I'm going to highlight this, the committee indicated that it anticipates that ongoing increases in the target range will be appropriate in order to attain a stance of monetary policy that is sufficiently restrictive to return inflation to 2% over time. That's huge. And they're very adamant. They're very adamant on that 2%. What is it? Somebody says, Glenn, could you check OVV? Yeah, I'm going to check oil stocks. I will check oil stocks. All right. So interesting. Another piece. What is financial stability? I think you hear the Fed throw that word out a lot, or throw those words out a lot. What is it? And instead of reading it all, I want you to take a look at this. The resources and services provided by the financial system include loans and lines of credit to businesses and households, such as mortgages and credit cards. As you raise interest rates and you go to get a loan or a line of credit, your payback for those loans is going to be considerably higher. That also goes for mortgages. We've seen mortgage rates go higher as interest rates go higher. Credit card rates are going to go higher as you go to pay back the money. What does that all do? It takes money out of our pocket, which then helps to shrink the economy. Checking accounts, savings accounts, and retirement accounts, among many other products, and securities underwriting, brokerages services, interesting brokerage services. That's what we all use to invest in the stock market, cash management, and other critical offerings of a sophisticated financial system. So it's talking about some of the tools that the Fed has to include from a financial stability, what they can do from that. In contrast, an unstable, which we're in right now, system, an economic shock is likely to have much larger effects, disrupting the flow of credit and leading to a larger than expected declines in employment and economic activity. All right, so it looks like 71% think that the market does have more downside than upside going into, and we'll see how that all pans out. Thank you, Joey. Oh, I don't want to end it yet. He'll end it when it ends. But right now it's 70% versus 30% that we do have more downside than upside. Now, a speech was given by Jay Waller, Christopher J. Waller. What's the word I'm looking for? Not abstracts. Some stuff from it. The Phillips curve. It's talking about the Phillips curve. My topic tonight is the unstable Phillips curves. This is not intended to be a deep academic. The Phillips curve, a relationship between price and wage inflation and some measure of economic slack, has been the foundation of monetary policy for decades. A common way to estimate it is to look at the output of price inflation and an employment rate. One theory or story is that the aggregate demand increases, labor demands will increase as well. As a result, prices of goods and services will rise and firms will hire more workers, as long as there's some stickiness in nominal wages. Consequently, the story implies that unemployment rate will fall. That's not good for the Fed if the unemployment rate continues to fall, right? This is why I say that the Fed is walking a tightrope when it comes down to the raising or decreasing of interest rates. He continues to raise interest rates to shrink the economy, which is going on, but the unemployment level is still low. Normally in times like this, when the Fed does this, the unemployment rate rises, but it hasn't. All right, I'm going to get into, that was just the crux of a little bit of the things that I wanted to cover from a monetary policy, what the Fed is doing. And I'm getting this straight from the Fed, the Board of Governors and the Federal Reserve. So it's not just me just yip yapping or somebody else out there just yip yapping. It's coming from the Federal Reserve's website. All right. Now, people are asking me about oil. Oil is part of my core holding, says Tom. So crude oil soars as surprise OPEC plus output cut. Mounting demand worries. So I did, just to let you know for transparency, I did pick up my orders. I got about 1,000 shares of WTI. So I'm sitting on that. That's what I usually play when oil moves. We'll see how long this lasts for, though. That's the other side of it. All right. And I don't think that we can continue to artificially put oil out there by the reserves. We used up a lot of the reserves, and we still need to buy that oil back. So I don't think that we can affect the price this time. I think that this probably is going to have a little bit of momentum to keep pushing higher if OPEC cuts back. All right. So I'm putting that out there. Reversal in Tesla at 618 fibs. I'm not looking at Tesla. Actually, in tonight's video, I look a little bit at Tesla, just a little bit. You got to watch the 6 p.m. video. It's about EVs. All right. How about this news? The WWE agrees to merge with UFC to create a new company run by Ari Emanuel and Vince McMahon. This makes me ask a question. Does the WWE become a little bit more real now because it's joined with the UFC? What do you think, Joey? Does it become a little bit more real? No? It's okay. It's soap opera. All right. It's a $21 billion deal. I did see that. That's a lot of money. Vince McMahon, I think, is a smart dude. He's getting ready to be even richer. All right. I think he's going to get to be even richer. So we'll take a look at that stock. Conor McGregor, Jake Paul, pros react to the blockbuster UFC WWE team up. Dana White is a rich kind of guy too. So how about this? How many of you have heard that people are taking Ozempic to lose weight, even though it's for people like me who have type 2 diabetes? Just type a 1 in the room. Or does the UFC become more theatrical? Ooh, that's good, Badger. That's good. Nah, I don't think so. I was really going the other way. How many of you have heard about... Not yet. No. How many of you have heard about the Ozempic? And so many people are using Ozempic outside of its diabetes use that the people who are that have the diabetes are having a hard time finding it. All right. So I just went to my sugar doctor last week. Yeah, I did, last Monday. And he was talking to me about, adding to my regimen of insulin and metformin. He says, "You ever heard of Ozempic?" I said, Ozempic. Yeah, so I think everybody's heard Ozempic because of the commercial. But he says, "Looks like you've had pancreatitis before." I said, "Yes." He says, "Oh, then I'm not going to do that." So he looked at Jardiance, and I think I'm getting on a regimen of Jardiance. Also being able to help you to lose weight as well. If I take all of my diabetic medications, I tend to lose weight. People are like, "Wow, where did all the weight go?" And then I look at Joey and I say, nothing, because I'm not saying anything. And that's the smart thing to do. So I don't say anything to Joey. Badger says, "Can't miss it." They laughed about it during the Oscars. They did. All right. So now, here's another drug that you guys need to know about. How about you've seen the drug, where is it? Mounjaro. They started having commercials about it as well. Wall Street Journal's got a story about it. The King Kong of weight loss drugs is coming, possibly to even knock Ozempic off the ladder as far as a weight loss drug. All right, so people who are overweight flocking to the drug Ozempic to slim down, looming even more powerful weight loss treatment, and it's Mounjaro, and that's already been on the TV. Jardiance is also strong for heart health. Yes, he did tell me that too. Good change for you. Listen to your doctor and Joey. Joey had nothing to do with it. Joey had nothing to do with me, and nothing. He had nothing. Have you considered functional nutrition, lifestyle coach? I've been doing that too. I've been trying, but I cheat too much on my diet. I do, because I love too many other things. All right, so Eli Lilly is the company that's putting out Mounjaro. It may not be a bad stock for you to think about. This could be news that moves that stock. All right. And last but not least, earnings for this week. This is the beginning of second quarter earnings reporting. Not a whole lot of stocks like Conagra, Simply Good, Levi's, Valco maybe, WD-40. Not a whole lot of companies, but I did want to show you some of the stocks that we're going to be reporting earnings this week. All right, let's get back into the software. And from here, let's go to the viewers tab. Here's where the indices are. Again, a mixed market, but the VIX is up today. Look at that. So you saw that big swing? Well, normally that big swing throughout the day usually starts to show us that we have higher volatility in play. And the VIX, nice jump today, still below 20. Normally when it's above 20, we have a heightened sense of volatility in the market. But it is what it is. So I want to keep in the IWM. Interesting, with a mixed market, people are jumping out of the riskier stocks. People are taking that med and it's not good. What did you say, John? What are you talking about? Glenn, I own those as well, XOM and Musa. There you go. Do you think the market has more downside than upside? It looks like 74% said yes, 25% said no. Thoughts on Roblox as it seems to be trending up. I may take a look at that. RBLX, XOM, and Musa. All right, keep my eyes on this. Ozempic, not good to take in my humble opinion. Yeah, so my doctor didn't provide or is not going to put me on Ozempic. It's going to be on Jardians. All right, the big news. Let's go take a look at those stocks. It's the WWE moving down today off of the news. Oil is up again for the purposes of being transparent. I did pick up WTI today. OVV. You done with OVV, Joey?
Yeah, you know me.
Okay, as long as Joey's down with OVV, then I have to look at it. All right, oil is up nicely today, or at least USO is up. I got WTI. And Eli Lilly, nice move on the story. It's an expensive stock. It is an expensive stock, but nicely moving up. And it's optionable. So if you don't want to put or buy a share for $349, if you know how to trade options, you can buy call options on it. I really want to take a look at Eli Lilly based on that news. Put this on a 3-month graph, change the graph layout to swing. Swing. I like the move. Prior to the story, finding a level of support above the 20-day exponential moving average. I'd really like to see it take out this high of 384, but could I ride it now? Yes, love the earnings per share. The volume is picking up. It is overvalued. Let me go take value off. It is overvalued, but I like the move on Eli Lilly. Nice open candle today based on the news. And a lot of people are on that whole kick with losing weight. And if Mounjaro could be the stock of choice, Eli Lilly may be a good, I like that idea to maybe, what's good play for sell put? How about this, Eli Lilly? I like the move. I'd sell a put on this. All right. So, something to keep your eyes on. And then let's go take a look at the oil. Let's go see if oil's got some legs. Put this on a 3-month graph. So OPEC's cutting. Look at the gap on it. Wow. That was a big jump on the news when it stopped right at that level of 70.50. I'd like to see it break through that level. Then it's got another 3-month level of 72.20. But the news drove that higher. The candle is still open. I'm looking at the big wick drawing it up on or drawing down on it. I'm thinking that it's going to have, that's a bearish look on the candle, but it never faded the gap. So it's got enough momentum based on the news. So U.S. oil is an oil ETF. Absolutely. What I was pulling this up for was going to see if oil had some legs. And prior to the OPEC news, oil had already been on a run, coming off of this low. Got to see if OPEC follows through. I'm with you on that, Donald. I'm with you on that for sure. But I am watching the wick get longer on the top of the candle. That is a bearish look as we stopped at that level of 70.50, which was a level of resistance. All right, so I want you to keep your eyes on that. I like the story for oil. If OPEC's going to cut back, but Donald is right. Let's go see if OPEC does follow through. All right. So the rest of the time, outside of looking at some of your stocks, I want to see what industries are moving. So you notice I got nothing in here, but I'm going to go to the unit search tool. And I want to look at industries, and by way of the VectorVest system, to do it the way that only VectorVest can. Okay. So I'm looking at the price of the industries. We got 221 industries. I'm looking at the industry price trending higher for 3 days. That tells me that at least the industry is starting to move. But there's a caveat to that. 2 days ago, the RT of the industry was below 1. So the industry wasn't in an uptrend. But when I run the search today, now, the industry RT, or the stock RT, is going to be above 1. I wanted the industry RT to be below 1. I don't want to do this way. Hold on. Timer search industry. Filter by industry. Oh, I couldn't have done the industry. That's silly. Industry. That's interesting. Industry. Oh, Here we go. Industry RT greater than 1. I was like, what the flying flip is happening? So now I'm looking at it and I'm returning industries. I want the industry RT to tell me that it was in a downtrend 2 days ago, but in an uptrend now. So let's run it. Let's go see what industries are on the rise. This is a good way to find momentum. And look at this. Out of all I was looking for 100, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 industries have been moving higher who were 2 days ago in a downtrend and now in an uptrend. How cool is that? You like that? Yes or no? You like that? Yes or no? This is what you come here for. And this is why I want people to share this information. This is what you come here for. In a time like this, what I'm looking for, Skyliner said, no, you don't like this? Really? All right, that's fine. I guess you can't please everyone all the time, right? What I'm looking for is trying to find what industries are on the rise. All right. Let's go look at that. Petroleum integrated. Let me move this over a little bit. I want to see something. Let's go see. Move this over. Oh, no, it's not going to run it that way. That's fine. Let's double click on the industry. Petroleum International Integrated. Let's go see what stocks are in here. Wow. Look at this. There's 24 stocks in here. You wanted to look at XOM? Boom. How about it's at the top of the list sorted by VST? What other stock you wanted to look at? Musa? Is Musa in here? No. It's not in this one. Not in this industry. All right, but XOM, ExxonMobil, number 2 by VST. Let's go sort this by RT. Which industries, and let's auto-fit this. Right-click. Is Trey doing something? Right-click, auto-fit all columns. There we go. IMO, Imperial Oil, fastest stock in the industry. Let's see where XOM is. Down to number 6 as the fastest mover in the industry. Rising above 1 sounds like bottom fishing. That industry speed. No. Because I can run that anytime, Badger, for the purposes of trying to find out. And from a bottom fishing perspective, I'd probably have a lot more industries at the right time. All I'm looking for is finding industries who are now in an uptrend. All right, so I'm not calling it bottom fishing because I can run it no matter what the situation in the market is. I can run it in a trending market. All right, does that make sense, Badger? I can run it in a trending market to still see what industries, now that the market is trending, are starting to move. So I'm not looking at it from a bottom fishing perspective. I'm looking at it as a now what's moving. So if I'm looking from RT, how about Imperial Oil? Let's go view that. Let's go view that. Watch that stock. Put this on a 3-month graph. Wow, look at the move. All right, right at a level of resistance of 53.90. Love the earnings per share. All right, love the earnings per share. The whole purpose behind this, excuse me, is so that you don't have to do a whole lot of research to find these stocks. Why not use the power of the VectorVest industries and use some parameters to see what's garnering momentum? All right, what's garnering momentum? And that's the purpose behind running this search. Let's go look at XOM. You wanted to look at it, right? You wanted me to look at it anyway. Let's go run it, put it on a 3-month graph. There it is. There's the gap on it today. And I love the nice open candle on Exxon. Very little wick at the top. Open body. Broke through a level of resistance of 114.36. Like the play. What don't I like about it, though? As I look at this, what don't I like about it? Sorry about that. And I know by looking at the graph, you know what I don't like about it. All right, you know what I don't like about it. Too much gapiosity. I don't like the gappiness of this stock, but it's it's not the volume, Michael. It's not the volume. The volume is pretty steady. It may be under the average, but the volume is pretty steady. What I don't like is the earnings per share falling. The volume, I'm okay with the volume here. The volume is okay. The volume is not perfect. The volume is okay. Does it pay dividends? It looks like it does not. No, it does. It does pay a dividend, but the dividend hasn't moved. It does pay a dividend, Mark, but the dividends haven't moved. Put this on a 1-year graph. There it is. The dividend hasn't moved since November of 2022. Dividends haven't moved since November 2022. All right, so again, what I don't like about it, the only thing I don't like about it is that the stock's price is running, which I do like, but the falling earnings. Remember, earnings is the engine that drives the stock price higher. I haven't put on the NPI graph. Let's go see. Let's go put on that graph. It does look good. The 5 just went above the RT. And the 5 just went above the 40 on RT, and I do like the 5 is about to go above the 40 on price. But again, remember, this is just technical stuff, right? These are all techs. But if I throw some semblance, of fundamentals looking at earnings, that catches my attention. All right, that catches my attention. All right, so CDMS, is that an oil play? I don't think that's an oil play. Right now I'm looking at oil plays. I don't know what I know I've heard of the stock Tom B, but I'm not sure what it is. All right, and is it in here? I don't think it's in here. Remember, I got 24 stocks. I love that the VectorVest watch list or list, I can sort these by whatever I want. How about by earnings growth rate? EQNR has got the highest earnings growth rate. It is undervalued, good upside potential. The safety is not there, but it is in an uptrend. Let's go take a look at that. You guys always asking for stocks to play. So today I wanted to concentrate by way of looking at industries, what stocks are there for you to play. CVX looks the same. Bet these oil stocks filled those gaps. That's going to be very interesting because Donald said that. He said, let's go see if OPEC follows through. And if they do, then I don't think they're going to fade the gaps. If they do follow through, then oil should run. But if they don't follow through and there's just a lot of talk, then a lot of these oils may just fade the gaps. All right, so Occidental Petroleum, I don't know if it's in this one or not. Remember, I got several different petroleum industries. And Oxy, HIJKLM, Oxy is not in this one. All right, ConocoPhillips is in here. Synovus is in here. A lot of the big oil companies. Hess is in here. Imperial Oil, Murphy. A lot of the big oil company names, Shell, are in this list. And I'm looking at stocks in Petroleum International Integrated. Why am I looking at that specifically? Because that is the petroleum industry that met the criteria that we saw here. Does that make sense to everybody? Because I think a lot of people are saying, well, how come this petroleum stock is not in there? Remember, we've got several petroleum industries. By way of looking at what industry is on the rise, Petroleum International Integrated came to the top of the list. Not that I'm not looking at any of the other oil stocks. This is the industry that came up. All right. Was Marathon in here? Let's go see. Was Marathon in there? I don't remember. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Why did that go over there? Sigh. Was Marathon in here? Sort by symbol again. LM. Nope, Marathon wasn't in here. Now, I wonder why Marathon wasn't in here, depending on... I know why it isn't. It's not in this. It's not in that industry. That's all. But I will look at MRO. All right. What else do I have going on? Let's go back to the Unisearch tool. And then here's my other search that I made for you. No. Which my other search that I made for you was the industry early momentum. So this is looking at mining gold, silver. Let's go change that. Selected industries. Since we are looking at oil, right? Since we're looking at oil, let's go look at now all of the oil industries. Hold on, let me go find this one first. Mining, what's oil under? Petroleum. Let's go look at all of the petroleum industries. All right. Let's go look at all of the petroleum industries, and let's talk about what this search is looking for. So we're looking through all of the petroleum industries, but on the stocks, the EMA, the 3 has to be crossing above the 8 over the last 3 days. RT has to be trending higher for 3 days, and RT has to be above 1. So I'm looking for stocks out of all of those different industries. What stocks meet the criteria? Wow! Only 5 stocks out of all of those industries. Out of all of those industries, I've only got 5 stocks that meet the criteria. Is that powerful? Yes or no? All right. Is that powerful? Yes or no? If I use the sector petroleum, Don, it's going to bring me back all of these industries. It's going to do the same thing, except for I just went through the whole petroleum and highlighted all of them. That's power right there, folks. That is some power. Out of all of those industries, to only find 5 stocks, 450 HP Pontiac GT. What are you talking about, Badger? Why are you talking about a car? Sigh. Why? Badger. Oh. Is that what it? All right. I was fitting to go all in on you, Badger. Joey saved you, but then Joey saved me for looking like a total idiot, which I never do. I saw that stock, Vader. I'm not gonna talk about that here. You know me. I'm not trying to get into politics here. All right, so I know there's a lot of news of the powerful engine, more horsepower. It's because it's powerful car. I know Joey because I was fitting to say some stuff, Badger. Ooh wee. But then I would have looked like, because everybody else would have been like, well, he's trying to show you how powerful it is. I'd been like, I didn't see it that way. But all right, so all of these stocks are on the rise today. These are cheaper stocks as well. Let's go view the stock graph. Let's go put those up on a 3-month graph. Big jump. I'm not sure I like that. It's a big move today. It met all the other criteria, but now I'm looking at the graph. Blah, 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 blah. I did not say blah, blah, blah. My granddaughters love that. Wow, that's all over the place. I do like the rising earnings, but that's got a lot of gaposity in it. It's a $12.45 stock above the 20-day expansion moving average, and earnings is running higher. That's a Tums stock. You got to take a lot of Tums to play that stock. DWAC prime for a squeeze with Trump. Listen, I've not touched the DWAC stock. It's got too much drama behind it. I just got too much drama behind it. USEG, that's profit taking. That's some profit taking right there. The stock jumped up with all of the news, but look at the people who take that money. The stock closed at $1.76 on Friday, went up to a high of $2.69. Yeah, that's some profit taking right there. I'm looking for Contra Oil stock, XROF. Anyone heard? What? Really, Mark? Mark, tell you what I'm doing for you.
Well. Un momento, por favor.
No.
All right. I had to do that for you, Mark. Holy smokes. I had to do that for you. I so had to do that for you. It was like, wow. SMI continue to move up. SMCI, I got that on my list, John. All right. Love the new with all due respect, which means the opposite. Man, Cigar and Mark know each other. What about this one? Wow, interesting. That one's got an open candle that's bigly open, right at the level of resistance. I would keep my eye on this. It is overvalued. Earnings per share is flat. You know something, for a low dollar stock, nice move with the OPEC news. Nothing else. I would put this in my hot list, my hit list. Could you look at HIMS too? Isn't that the drug for people who need? I almost got in trouble by saying it. Anyway, I'm just writing that down. BPT is in the petroleum and was surfaced in the Jockey Club this morning. I got you. But notice that the search that I've got for you, BPT is not in my list. I'm not sure I would take this one. This one is just in a sideways channel. Remember, I got specific criteria looking through all of the petroleum. And instead of going through each stock in each one of the petroleum industries, I made it so it was easy to find what stocks are moving. Bigly openosity. Did we hear a new Glenism? David's not here. David's is my writer. So I don't know. I got a bigly openosity. I don't know. Do y'all like that as a Glenism? I don't know. All my covered call options and oil stocks are going to get called away. Any advice? Let them get called away. I don't let them. As long as you made the premium, on the stock. You made the price appreciation up to the call to the premium. Take it. Let it get called away. Do you care? Are you trying to hold it long term, or are you taking advantage of the news? Just take it. All right, that's the way I look at it, Fireblazer. Just take it. Take the premium, take the price appreciation, and let it get called away. And John is right. You can move them. You can roll them to the next month if you want to, but I don't mind if I'm not trying to stay in it forever. Just let it get called away. We sold them below our capital cost. I'd let them get called away. All right. So those are some stocks to keep your eyes on. Well, actually, I didn't really even finish. Go back to the industry movers. Let's go back to the industry movers. Any other industry I want to take a look at in here? Any other industry I want to take a look at in here that's on the rise? Retail auto parts. Let's go see what stocks are in there. I love this idea for being able to find you some stocks to keep your eyes on. This has got 18 stocks. Ooh, some of these got some good CIs too. GPC. You done with GPC? AutoZone is in here. O'Reilly. O'Reilly. Let's go take a look at the top 5. Ooh, some of these I might like. Ooh, and I like it. You send tears up my spine every time. Ooh, look at that. Look at that move. GPC, love the earnings, love the dividends, love above the 20, and broke through resistance. I like that. I like that stock, and I cannot lie. Oh, let me get that. You know what that's doing? That is, what happened to my airplane, Joey? I like that stock. All right. We found it by way of, look at this one, AZO AutoZone. Look at the earnings. I like this one too. I do like this, and breaking through resistance nicely. Challenging another and undervalued. Oh, sicky sick. Woo-wee. All right. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Ow! I sounded just like the commercial. Anyway, it's getting ready to take out its 3-month high of 872. How do you buy auto parts and this company is trading at $872? How does that happen? It does auto parts. Sigh. Anyway, that's not a bad looking play. Penske, not a bad looking play. Look at the earnings per shares on all of these companies. Rush, I would wait. It did break above my level of the 20, but leveling out. I like that. Look at that. How cool was that? Let's go do one more. Here's petroleum refining. We did petroleum already. Let's go retail apparel. Let's go look at retail apparel. Let's go peep that out a little bit. Oh. I'm going to be singing that song all day now. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Ow! Sound AI. I'm writing down these. $800 is pocket change compared to AZO, man. All right, so retail apparel. Let's sort this by CI. I did a story on Jill. They did something? Dag nabbit. I just did a story on them. I forgot what they did. Whatever they did it. All right, let's go take all of the stocks with CIs above 1. CIs above 1. Let's go peep these out real quick. View the stock graph. Put this on 3-month graph. Nope, I'm not feeling that. Whatever they did, I don't like it. Ooh, he say, she say. Look at that 3-month graph. Look at that. Dividends rising. It's trading at 202 above the 20-day. I don't like the small bars, but begrudgingly is still going up. Broke out a level of resistance. Not a bad looking play. ZGN is pulling down. Don't like the earnings. TJ Maxx, nice move up off of this level of support, breaking through or breaking above the 20-day, 2 levels of resistance. Nice bump in earnings and dividend. $78. Let's go to the next one. No, not enough trading. That's all over the place. That's Foot Locker, a little bit more volatile. You're not looking for volatile. And then I don't like the earnings per share. Furcroy, fast retailing. No. What is this? LVMH Moet. What is that? Joey, you know what that is? Know what kind of stuff that is?
No.
I don't either. That could be that bougie stuff. That I don't know nothing about it. Anyway, it is moving higher. Volume is pretty decent. Love the earnings per share. High-end retail. There it is. It is bougie. Thank you, Fitz. It's that bougie stuff right there. That's where Joey goes and buys his stuff. He said no, but I think he knows what it is. That's that bougie stuff. Is it? It's not Louis Vuitton, is it, Carol? Is that Louis Vuitton? Glenn, in my investment club back in 2006, I got into O'Reilly at a basis less than $50. This drove it. Wow, that's crazy. This is Louis Vuitton? Oh. If you were on my Facebook, you saw my pictures back when I was in Okinawa. Huh?
It is.
It is?
Louis Vuitton, Moet, Hennessy.
Dang. So it's that Louis with some liquor. I like that. Louis with liquor. That's what we're going to call that from now on. Louis with liquor. I get a lot of trades just going through the stock viewers list. And that's a good way to go, Bob. There's no ifs.
I just purchased a skiing company.
A skiing company?
Yeah.
What'd they do that for? Yeah.
I mean, I'll put the link in your chat.
All right. 5 in a channel. I'm not touching that. Oof. DXLG. You know something? This might not be a bad play with the rising stair step on earnings. I would keep my eye on this. I would definitely keep my eye on DXLG, Destination XL. I love the earnings per share on this. And the last stock on here, next to last stock, a little bit more volatile. Tapestry, love the earnings per share. If you're in it, leave it alone. If you're not, I'd like to see it take out a swing high. Here's the last stock. Ross Stores. Man, what is up with their earnings? Their earnings looks like it's an EKG. Boom, 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 boom. Looks like an EKG earnings per share. I know Moet is Champagne Drew. I know. I do know. All right, I bought my ex some Louis Vuitton. Same logo, but VR. You know what you get? You get the crickets for that. All right, so we looked through the search, found a couple of industries to look at. I think that's a good spot. For those of you who have the VectorVest system, here's my search. All right, here's my search. It looks like serious fibrillation. I know. Or arrhythmic Ross, that's messed up. Glenn, is it true that you get VVSW? What's SW? Free if you open an account and trade. What is SW? You got to tell me what SW is, U12. That wasn't that funny, John. No, I'm giving crickets again. You get the VectorVest software free when you open an account in TradeStation. There is something going on. I saw an email come out from Mark. I didn't read it. So Boston, are you here? Boston's probably not here. I haven't seen her type. I got to look into that for you. I know we got a deal going on with if you do something with TradeStation. I know that there is a deal. I got to check that email. As a matter of fact, ask me that question. Yeah, ask me that question. Oh, Boston. All right. Oh, Boston is checking. Thank you, Boston. I know that there was an email we got this weekend about TradeStation Boston. I saw it. I just hadn't read it. I saw it, but I just hadn't read it. All right. But Boston's going to look at it. All right. Here's the search for those of you who are subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, you know you can get a subscription for 99 cents for 30 days. We'll build this search for you if you want. So what I'm going to do now, last thing I'm going to do now is, where is it? Where is my customers one? Sigh. It's one of those days. There we go. Weekly customer picks. All right. I'm going to take a couple more, but I got the majority of them that I want. Roblex, XOM. We already looked at XOM, though, so I'm not going to put that down. VUSA, OVV, SMCI, CDNS, MRO, HIMS, AI, sound, SOUN. I'm going to look at a couple more. Halliburton. I'll look at Halliburton. HAL, XERS. Going once, going twice. AEHR. 3 times a lady. XERS. XERS, AEHR, Tesla, EOG. All right, that's it. Can you do a search on bottom fishing in the regular app? No, not yet, Francisco. Not at this time. Not yet. Yeah, did I look at MRO? Oh, MRO, I just think I put into this list, I think. There it is. MRO is in here, Maria. I will look at JBL and BPT. JBL, BPT. That's it. No more. Yes, it's a very powerful search. 99 cents for 30 days, folks. That's right. 99 cents for 30 days. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I just got 96K cups of Cafe Bustelo for $40 on Amazon. I know I would buy for Kirby too. He doesn't have the K cups. 96 for $40? I think I'm going to have to peep that out. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Mark. I'm going to have to peep that out. I got no K cups on my desk right now. Dang it. I need K cup. Anybody want to have a GoFundMe K cup Cafe Bustelo for Glenn? I'm taking gifts. You can send them to me. Send them to VectorVest and Cornelius. All right? K cups. Cafe Bustelo K cups. All right. So with that being said, you gave me 17 stocks. If I'm looking at them by VST, SMCI is at the top of the list. Sound is at the bottom. No, you don't have to, Mark. Mark, I'm only messing. I put that out there. I'm only messing. So let me do that. Let me put the record scratch. Yes, but I want a hoodie. Ooh, maybe a good trade. Cafe Bustelo K cups for a hoodie. What do you think, Joey? Nah. No? Nah, he doesn't have Cafe Bustelo K cups though. Kirby doesn't have them. If he did, I'd be buying them from him, that's for sure. In the app, you have 4 screens for bottom fishing. Is there screens in there for bottom fishing? All right, let me talk about that on it's going to be on Friday. It won't be this Friday. If there's bottom fishing, I will take a look. There might be either watch list or, as Maria says, screens for him. I'd have to take a look. Can you imagine if we all sent Glenn a box of K-Cups? That would be funny. It would be delicious. That's all I got to say. It would be delicious. All right. The bottom of the group is Sound with a VST of 0.79. What stocks have the best upside potential? Let's go look at that. Ooh, the oil stock and SMCI and another oil stock. AEHR is up there with RV. What's at the bottom of the list? Roblox, along with Sound and XERS and HIMS. Let's go look at the safest stocks in here. CDNS is up there. SMCI. Whoever gave me SMCI, what flavor K-Cups? No, just Cafe Bustelo. Just Cafe Bustelo K-Cups. Cafe Bustelo. There's no flavor, just Cafe Bustelo. SMCI. Whoever gave me SMCI, notice how I sort, no matter what sort I have, SMCI is in the top 3. Muse is up there too. There's AEHR and Tesla. Let's go sort this by RT. SMCI again. So you know something? That's kind of cool as we built this list. No matter how we sort it, SMCI seems to be a stock to keep in mind. Let's go by CI. SMCI again. All right, let's graph them all. I wanted to do that first. That if out of all of the stocks that you gave me, you'll see where your stocks sit. I like SMCI undervalued. I'd like to see it take out that 3-month high earnings per share. Not a bad play. AEHR came down below the 20. First thing for me, if I'm thinking about getting back in, if I'm thinking about getting into it, it needs to be above the 20-day exponential moving average. I do like the rising earnings per share. I do like the stock bottom left, top right. Big pullback right here. I'm wondering if that was an earnings play. Yes, that was an earnings issue. They must have missed. All right, but I do like the rebound today, but not enough for me to jump on board unless we get back above that 20-day exponential moving average. Viper is paying 7% dividend. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. Let's go to the next stock. Wow, HIMS looks good. I don't want to get myself in trouble. Bottom left, top right. That's all I'm going to say. Earnings per, and I know a lot of you out there are chuckling as I said this, but I'm not trying to say too much more than what I just said based upon what the stock does. All right, bottom left, top right. Nice open day today. Right, I don't want to talk more about it. Gotta go. Goodbye. JBL. Value is low. Isn't Hims and Hers sub-brand? I'm not saying none of that. Oh, yeah. Woo. Jabril. I'm not talking about it no more. Jabril. Bottom left, top right. Broke out of a channel. Came back in. Nice hammer formation right there. Nice hammer right there. Nicely moving up. Down day to day, but above the 20-day. Watch the earnings. If you're in it, leave it alone. Let's go to the next stock. CDNS, computer graphics, love the move on that. It is overvalued, though. Love the bottom left, top right. Man, stayed above the 20-day. New high today. It is overvalued, but if you're in it, I would leave it alone until it came down and bypassed below the 20-day. All right. Looks like it's using that as a good line of resistance. Support. Schlumberger. Oh, no, I'm supposed to say this is Schlumberger. It's French. Fanfoui. You sold puts on SMCI? Just notice the SMCI is starting to level out, Bob. The SMCI is starting to level out. Will be good to get into SQQ now? Ooh, I don't know yet. It's a mixed day, not a down day. It's a mixed day. I'll take a look at the market one last time before we go. A lot of give back on Schlumberger right now. Be careful. Musa, I'd like it to get past these two levels of resistance. It is above the 20-day. Love the earnings per share. Love the bump in dividends. I needed to get out of its own way. I needed to get above those two levels of resistance. Brudho, again, petroleum, coming off a solid level of support. It is now closed or is now above the 20-day. Another stock that needs to get out of its own way. I need to get it above those two levels of resistance. Wow, AI looks good. What I don't like the falling earnings. All right, I don't like the falling earnings, but it's hitting a new 3-month high. Boston says TradeStation is offering cash when you open an account with them and transfer funds to them. Depending on the funding amount, depends on the cash offer. Use the promo code. What's up there? What did you put up there? VECTAFRL. All right, so it's not that you get the software for free. Again, before I answered that, thank you, Boston. Not that you get the software for free. So it says Trump is leaving DWAC. Why do you start up a company? Is he going back onto Twitter? I don't want to get into this. That's going to be drama. He's leaving DWAC, the company that Truth Social is what he got, and it linked up with DWAC. That's what it was, right? Truth something. It's going to be interesting. Thank you, Mac. Even though I didn't want to talk about it, I'm still talking about it. All right. I do like AI, but I be careful with the earnings per share. Roblox moving up. I do like to move up. Right at a level of resistance. I'd like to see it break above that. Earnings is still higher than it was 3 months ago. I like that play. MRO, another oil stock because of the oil news. I needed to get out of these levels of resistance. All right. It is undervalued too. I do like that. Next one, Tesla. A big channel. A big channel for Tesla. It is above. Nice move Friday. Pull back today. Still above the 20-day, though. Earnings per share is falling. Be careful. Glenn, do you get your tractors at TSCO? Yeah, I like TSCO, actually. I like that stock. That's a really good stock. That's a really good stock. Even though we're not looking at it sound, we just started tracking that, but I do like the move. Most recent move above the 20-day, still above the 20-day on good volume. I might give that a whirl, a little whirly-durl. EOG, I don't like the earnings per share. I do like that it's undervalued. I don't like the earnings per share. Same thing with OVV. I'm not down with that right now. I do like the rising volume. It's got two levels of resistance to get through, but I'd rather have you in a stock that's got rising earnings. Halliburton at least has earnings that's starting to rise. I would consider that more, but all of these oil stocks have to get through these levels of resistance. XERS, nice new high today. Earnings per share jumped up as well. All that on good volume. All right, I'm done. Where's the thing? There it is. We covered a lot of stocks today. I mean, a lot of people always ask me, well, let's just get to the stocks. Well, today we got to the stocks. We saw a lot of power like that GTO thingy that Badger put up. There's a lot of power in the VectorVest system to help you to hone in on stocks, no matter what the market's conditions are. And that's the beautiful thing. And you can't find this anyplace else. We have our indicators like VST. We have our indicators like RT to help to set us up on the right path to find the right stocks. We took a look at your stocks today. Again, we didn't get to 300 people. That makes me sad. Makes me sad. So, to keep me from being sad, everybody just needs to send Cafe Bustelo to VectorVest in Cornelius, North Carolina. Attention, Glenn. K-Cups. K-Cups. All right. With that, I got to go. I'll be back. We got a 6 p.m. video tonight. It's going to be about EV stocks. So go check that out. That's going to be at 6 p.m. Tomorrow, we'll have a video at 6 p.m. as well. Wednesday, we'll have a live stream. Thursday, we'll have a live stream. And that's it. Mark says, Sweet D, it will be there tomorrow. There you go, Mark. I love me some Mark. Mark is an awesome dude. Nice job today. You deserve 300 plus viewers. Keep on stepping. It'll happen. I know. Listen, I'm trying to gain you guys' trust. That's the only way that you guys will start to, wow, dang Joey, will start to get more people to come here. All right, so with that, I gotta go. Joey's clicking on stuff. Stop, Joey. Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until the next time, folks. See ya.